What's going on, guys? We're back here at Uprise MMA with Brian. We're going to look at a method of isolating the far side arm today from side control. So in the previous video, which I'm going to link over here, we isolated the near side arm, which is the more important arm to isolate when we are going to attack or mount. Okay, without it, we're not even going to attempt isolating the far arm. However, eventually we want to get there too. So assuming we already isolated the near side arm, I have it here. The far side is still framing on my throat here. It's a little bit bothersome. It's pesky. It's trying to frame and push me away, maybe get a little distance and then recover the near side. So I know this is happening. I need to get rid of this frame. How do I do that? My goal here is to bring this frame from this side to this side of my head. Okay, so the way to do it is, notice that I have a little bit of an underhook here under his elbow, right? The way to do it is, I'm gonna bring this elbow, my own elbow, towards his hips. My hand is flat bladed like this. I'm gonna bring it down, palm up, and I'm going to sneak it in here. So I'm gonna get an inside tie on his arm, but not palm down like you normally would. I'll use palm up, okay? Then I'm gonna connect my hands here in an S grip, okay? Then I'm going to open my elbow up. When I open my elbow, it gives room for my head to start pummeling on this side of his forearm. My head was on the near side towards his head. I was gonna go towards my arm. As I do that, I touch my own temple to my bicep. And I start pummeling inside. Try to stop this, please. Try to stop it. It's going to be very difficult, okay? Now, from here, I'm going to pin his shoulder, his bicep and shoulder with my own head so that he doesn't throw this arm back in and frame again. Then I'm going to open up again, get the underhook, keep my head close to his arm, either connect my own hand to my temple here, that's going to close the circle and make it impossible for him to circle back in, or just keep real close here. Either way works. Either way is really good. Okay, one more time. Took care of the near side arm. Now we got to take care of the far side arm. Okay, we have a little bit of an underhook here. We're going to pull the elbow down towards his hips. My palm is going to go up and in. Okay, if my palm goes down, it's very hard to open after that. I don't have as much range of motion. My palm is here. I'm going to connect, and I'm going to pin his shoulder with this connection of my hands. My own elbow is going to be on the floor. I'm going to scrape along the floor here. Now that opens up his elbow. Makes room for my head to swivel in. I pummel, 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 pummel. I use my arm to help opening up until I get here. I pin his shoulder and his bicep with my head until I can get my underhook under. Okay, once I do that, I keep everything tight and close. There's one variation where Brian bumps me a little bit here and brings his elbow inside my armpit, right here. Now he's got inside position, and this is really bad for me. Why? Because the next bump he does, he's gonna go with an underhook and escape. Go for it. This is really bad. Once I feel that happens, okay, once he gets here, I need to recover that underhooking position right here. How do I do that? I'm gonna bring my elbow in towards the near hip, this way, okay? But it's gonna be along his arm, under his elbow here. I'm gonna bring my forearm under his elbow, bring it here, and back under, okay? Now we can go into what we did earlier, okay? So he brings this elbow in under my armpit. He gets inside positioning on me. I know that the next thing that's gonna follow is an underhook. Real quick, I bring this in right here. Now we can't get the underhook anymore. I'm pretty safe right now. I bring it back under and I regain inside positioning on his elbow, okay? Then I go into the motions of opening, pummeling, spinning, getting my underhook, and total isolation on the upper body limbs, okay? So in the next video, we're gonna show attacks from here, mount, and other options. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, Brian.